you're interested in AI, right? I
Yeah.
mean, who isn't these days? But do you ever feel like, I don't know, maybe you're not really getting the absolute most out of your AI interactions?
It's like we've got this incredible technology at our fingertips, but are we really using it to its full potential?
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today. We're going deep on a technique that can seriously level up your AI game. Like it's practically a cheat code.
I like that. A cheat code for better AI. Tell me more.
Well, it's all about this idea of treating AI not just as a tool, but almost like a collaborator,
Yeah.
like someone who can actually help you think better.
Okay, now that is interesting. So we're not just talking about getting answers from AI, we're talking about using it to actually improve the way we think.
Exactly. And the source material we're looking at today, the Generative AI Professional Prompt Engineering Guide, calls it the Ask AI to Improve a Prompt Technique.
So it's about getting better at giving instructions to the AI, making sure those prompts are crystal clear.
You got it. It's about crafting those prompts so they're laser focused on exactly what you want the AI to do. And the really cool part is the AI actually helps you do this.
Wait, so you're telling me the AI can actually help you write better prompts? How does that even work?
Well, let's say, for example, you're trying to analyze customer feedback for, I don't know, let's say a brand new cutting edge vacuum cleaner. Something super innovative. Let's call it the EcoClean.
Okay, I'm with you. So you've got all this customer feedback on this amazing new EcoClean vacuum cleaner. What's next?
So you might start with a pretty basic prompt, something like, what do customers think of our product?
Right. Straightforward, but probably a little too broad, right?
Exactly. And that's where the magic of this technique comes in. Instead of just going with that basic prompt, you actually ask the AI to look it over, like an editor would. You're essentially asking, can you help me make this question better?
Okay, I'm really curious now. What happens next? What does the AI say?
Well, in the example from the book, the AI actually suggests revising the prompt to something like this. Analyze recent customer reviews, specifically those from the past month, to summarize feedback on our EcoClean vacuum cleaner.
Wow, okay. That is significantly more specific. It went from 0 to 60 in a matter of words. You added in the time frame, the product name, even specified what type of feedback to analyze.
It's like night and day, right? And that's the power of this whole ask AI to improve a prompt thing. You go from a very general question to something hyper-targeted, which means the AI can give you much richer, more actionable insights.
It's like having a professional prompt writer on call 24/7. But instead of a human, it's AI doing the heavy lifting.
Exactly. And the best part, this isn't just some one-trick pony. It can be applied to like a million different scenarios. Instead of asking, how's our marketing campaign doing? You could ask, analyze social media engagement and conversion rates for our latest campaign, but focus specifically on the, let's say, 18 to 25-year-old demographic.
So you're drilling down, getting much more granular with those prompts, and as a result, getting much more precise and valuable insights from the AI. I'm starting to see the appeal.
And it's not just about getting better answers either. It's about asking better questions in the first place, the kind that can unlock brand new insights, insights you might not have even thought to look for otherwise.
That's where things start to get really interesting. It's like you're using AI to not just answer questions, but to uncover new ones, to push the boundaries of your own thinking.
Exactly. And that's where it feels like we're starting to really tap into the true potential of AI as this, like, thought partner, not just a tool.
Okay, now you've got my attention. A thought partner, huh? Tell me more about that. Yeah, it's like instead of just using AI to answer the questions we already have, we can actually use it to help us ask better questions, more insightful questions.
It's like we're leveling up our thinking with a little help from AI. But, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room for a second.
Well, okay, what's that?
What about those AI hallucinations everyone's talking about? Where the AI goes off on a tangent or just spits out something completely nonsensical.
Right, right. I mean, it's definitely a valid concern. The source material we're looking at actually addresses this directly. It acknowledges that, yeah, AI can still sometimes make suggestions that are, let's just say, a little out there.
So how do we avoid going down those rabbit holes? How do we make sure we're using this Ask AI to improve a prompt technique effectively without getting sidetracked by irrelevant suggestions?
Well, it boils down to using your judgment. Think of the AI as like a brainstorming buddy who throws out a ton of ideas, some brilliant, some, well, not so much.
Okay, that's a good analogy. So how do we separate the wheat from the chaff?
You got to use your knowledge, your experience, your own intuition. Don't just blindly accept every suggestion that AI throws your way. Critically evaluate them and decide what makes sense for your specific situation.
It's about staying in the driver's seat.
Right.
We're not letting the AI take the wheel. We're just using it to help us navigate.
Exactly. AI is a tool, a powerful tool, but a tool nonetheless. And just like any tool, its effectiveness ultimately depends on the skill of the person using it.
It's like having a superpowered calculator, right?
Yeah.
You can crunch numbers faster than you can imagine, but you still have to input the right equations and know how to interpret the results.
Perfect analogy. It's not about giving up control to the AI. It's about harnessing its power in a way that enhances our own abilities. Now, you mentioned earlier that this Ask AI to Improve a Prompt technique can be used in a ton of different fields. Can you give us some more concrete examples?
Oh, absolutely. Let's take the business world, for instance. Let's say you're really focused on improving customer service, which, let's face it, is crucial for any business.
Music to my ears. Customer service is everything. So how would you use this technique in that context?
Well, you might start with a pretty broad question, something like, how can we improve our customer service process?
Yeah, pretty standard question, but definitely room for improvement, right?
Big time. And that's where this technique comes in. You can actually ask the AI to help you make that question more specific. Instead of that general question, you might ask something like, what improvements can we make to our customer service process? But let's focus specifically on things like response time, communication clarity, and how effectively we're actually resolving customer issues.
Wow, okay. You went from a very general question to something hyper-specific, much more actionable, I imagine.
Exactly. It's like going from a general contractor to a specialist.
Yeah.
You're giving the AI a much clearer target to aim for, so the insights you get back are going to be way more valuable.
Okay, I'm really starting to see the potential here. And you said this applies to other areas too, right? Not just business.
Absolutely. Like, imagine you're in the world of academic research. Instead of broadly asking, how can we improve our research methodology, which is super important in research, you can leverage AI to refine that question into something like, what specific improvements can we make to our data collection techniques, or our sample size, or even our analysis methods?
So it's about taking these initial questions, which can often feel, I don't know, maybe a little overwhelming, and really honing in on the most important aspects.
It's like we're using the AI to help us zoom in, to get a much clearer picture of what we should be focusing on.
And in doing so, we're not just finding answers, we're discovering better questions to ask, questions that can lead to deeper insights and more meaningful discoveries.
It's like we're leveling up our questioning skills, learning how to communicate with AI in a way that unlocks its true potential. And that's what's so exciting about all of this.
It's like we're not just along for the ride with AI, right?
No.
We're actively shaping the conversation, guiding the direction, and that's really powerful.
It's almost like, I don't know, it's like we're entering this whole new world of teamwork, where the lines between what humans are good at and what AI is good at, they kind of start to blur.
Yeah, and that's where the real magic happens, I think, when you get this kind of synergy happening.
We bring the creativity to the table, right? The intuition, the big picture thinking.
And AI brings the raw processing power, the ability to see patterns in data that we might miss.
It's like having a superpower sidekick who can analyze massive amounts of information in the blink of an eye and then say, hey, you might want to look at it this way.
Exactly. And the more we practice this Ask AI to Improve a Prompt technique, the better we get at tapping into that superpower.
It's like we're learning a new language, the language of AI. And the more fluent we become, the more incredible things we can achieve. So for our listeners out there, eager to level up their own AI game, what's the one big takeaway you want them to remember?
Honestly, it's simple. Don't be afraid to experiment. Try this Ask AI to Improve a Prompt technique. See what happens when you approach AI not as a know-it-all, but as a collaborator, a thought partner.
It's about being open to new possibilities, to new ways of thinking. And it's about recognizing that AI, as amazing as it is, not about replacing us. It's about augmenting us, making us even better at what we do.
And as you're on this journey exploring AI, experimenting, remember, your judgment is key. You're the one calling the shots.
It's about using AI to enhance our own abilities, not to replace them. So keep asking questions, keep refining your prompts, keep that spirit of collaboration alive, because who knows what amazing breakthroughs are waiting just around the corner. And there you have it, folks. Another deep dive into the world of AI, exploring how we can harness the power of technology to unlock new levels of creativity, productivity, and innovation. Remember, the future of AI isn't just about algorithms and data. It's about how we, as humans, choose to interact with and shape this incredible tool. Until next time, keep those minds curious and those prompts sharp.